Hey, you guys want to talk about a limousine? This is a limousine. Dan McChrystal from Sentinel Limousine is with me now. Dan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How is everything?
Very good.
This is the Hummer.
This is a Hummer stretch limousine.
This is the big daddy of the big daddies.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about what people look for when they come to you and they say, we want a limousine for the wedding. What's the first thing you want to ask them? What do you want to find out from them?
You know, that's a great question. Some of the things that are key for us are we want to know what the bride and groom are interested in specifically for their wedding. Mm-hmm. You know, the key some of the questions that we like to know are how many people in the wedding party. You know, would they like to have some of the amenities like red carpet service, complimentary champagne, and those type of things.
What do you mean by red carpet service?
Well, basically what happens is the chauffeur will roll the red carpet out, and just makes a very nice display. It's like a finishing touch for the wedding, for the photos and everything.
How does a person go about choosing a limousine? I mean, you've got a Hummer. You've outside here. We've got a stretch Lincoln. I mean, certain color. I mean, do you look at something like that as far as you know? Because a lot of people get their wedding pictures in front of the limo.
Right, and that once again is an excellent question. We have actually gone with silver stretch limousines, mm-hmm. which silver we find has a wonderful contrast for the bridal gown, for the ivory or white bridal gown. So it's just a beautiful background set. And as far as different types of vehicles, some people like the Hummer stretch. They like the look of it.
Right.
It's a beefy, strong look. Very comfortable inside, very nice ride. Some people also like the traditional stretch limousines, which they have
preference.
Exactly.
Preferential choice. How does the pay structure work in when you're renting a limousine? I mean, is it a flat fee? Is it an hourly fee? How do you go about it?
Okay. Normally, it's based on hours, and many times packages range between 3 hours and 4 hours. Mm-hmm. So that's a typical, you know, and based on the type of vehicle. You know, would be the amount.
Right. And a lot of times, though, I know in my wedding, we were having such a great time, we wanted to go over the allotted time. Mm-hmm. How do you go that? Do you talk about that beforehand, or do you talk about it, you know, as it's getting closer? Can you say to the guy, hey, we need you for a couple more hours? I mean, how does that work?
Right. That's something that we handle ahead of time. We have mm-hmm. an agreement that we set up ahead of time and let people know what it would be for additional time, which are more than happy to do that because we're actually there to serve people. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing I like to stress is serving people because it's their wedding day. It's not, you know, what we need to do for ourselves. Right. We want to be there for them. That's the most important thing.
One last question. One best piece of advice quickly for us that you can give a bride and groom.
You know, I've said this for years. One of the best things to do is for the bride to come out and take a look at the vehicles, sit in the vehicles, visit with the people who are providing the transportation, who are running the office, and that's a huge thing.
Just really be involved.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dan McChrystal, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
We appreciate it.